Welcome back to another episode of the Denial of the Day podcast. I'm here with Chris, the claims manager, and we're going to talk about something really fun and intriguing and revealing. Chris, what are we talking about?
Well, you've been doing this for so long, you probably don't think it's as fun for me. But, when I got in this industry, I was always curious, like, if someone's going to, let's say you have hail damage on your roof here in Colorado,
Yeah.
and if someone's going to replace your roof, like, how do they figure out the pricing on this? Like, do they just go down to like a Home Depot or, some kind of manufacturer and here's the invoice, send it into the insurance company? Like,
Yeah.
I was always blown by, like, how do you justify like the cost of this? And so
Right.
getting into this now that I know what it is more. So Taylor, explain to us what Xactimate is.
All right, brother. Xactimate is the industry adopted software that is pricing in each local individual market, I think by zip code. And ultimately, it is the software that's the most widely used and the pricing that's most widely accepted. And their claim to fame is they'll call local contractors and say, hey, we have 10 windows this size. What do you charge to replace windows of quality A, B, and C? And give us your price. And then they get, say, 1,000 prices in that local area. And then they price their pricing in the software Xactimate to what's called the median, meaning 50% of the contractors charge more, 50% of the contractors charge less. So, like, how much more fair can you get than the median pricing right in the middle of that local area done by their own research team? And that's what they
Gotcha.
use. That's what most insurance companies use and accept as regular and normal pricing.
So it just kind of keeps that level playing field. Different markets are going to be higher than others, obviously, material costs, things like that. So
Right.
I like how it kind of just takes that medium of them all and you just literally just plug in the numbers.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
for the most part, it's fair. There's some things actually like Windows that I don't think it's quite fair. And then
Mhm.
also like specialty items where you'd have to really like take 7 to 10 line items and piece them together to try to get basically a bid item. So the other part of the Xactimate is the software allows you to go get external bid items, say for custom windows or custom concrete or whatever it might be for specific trades that you can bring in and say, hey, we got 3 bids from all these other contractors for
Mhm.
this specific style stucco, and it's pricing way higher than Xactimate. It's not accurate. So there's different things you can do if you know how to use the software and how to present it to the adjuster that actually will get it to fair pricing. Now, a few things that I want you to know, because if you're in this industry, we all kind of understand what the insurance companies do. And the thing is, Xactimate was actually developed by the insurance companies. This software was developed by insurance companies, I think in the 80s. I think it was 86. And then it was it went public under the company called Verisk, and now it's owned by some of the largest insurance companies or the people that own these insurance companies like BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard are the 3 largest shareholders of Verisk. And
Hmm.
guess who they also own are all the other insurance companies. So it's a really weird type of thing.
Hmm.
And I would have to say, and I know some other public adjusters or people in the industry might not agree with me and give me flack for this, but honestly, I think Xactimate is pretty fair on pricing. Some things are completely wrong. I would say HVAC and Windows are 2 things that come to my mind that are they just can't price it at all for whatever reason. I don't get it. But for the most part, Chris, they're actually pretty fair in pricing for that median where 50% or more, 50% or less.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm glad you kind of explained that in more detail just because it's important for our audience to know, like, this is what we do. This is what we present to the insurance companies,
Yeah.
of what needs to be done, what needs to be replaced. Everything's broken out on our
Right.
estimates using the software. So,
Yeah, dude, you bring up a really good point. It's we're just speaking their language, right?
mhm.
And usually that language helps us help them to help us and our insureds, right?
Yeah.
And so again, different people think different things about that software. Fine, everybody has their own opinion. However, it is the most widely used and widely accepted form of estimating to make sure the correct line items are in the right place, the dollar amounts are pretty accurate, and going from there, I think it's a really good foundation to start the claim from. So again, not that I love Xactimate because I don't, but I do think they are mostly fair.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate you explaining that.
Yeah,
Very, very informative. So,
right. Some boring things that we try to make at least informative for you, the audience. If you like the stuff that we're producing, the content that's actually being pushed out by us, please
mhm.
subscribe, like, and share this content because our goal is to make a million man army empowering insureds to be able to fight back against the insurance company. And we're always here at bellatorclaims.com if you need us on a property insurance claim. Chris, last word.
Obviously, you can Google us. Public adjusters here in Colorado, hailstorm, Colorado public adjusters. That's our specialty, but we do everything else: pipe bursts, fires, everything. So,
Right.
but
Right.
like Taylor mentioned, the best way you can find us, of course, is Bellator.
bellatorclaims.com. Thank you so much. We'll see you